Hello everyone. I am Andrew Dornan, also known as Wealth Guy here on YouTube, and today is some more Let's Play Star Wars Battlefront 2, the one that came out in 2005. In the last episode, we finished up the Clone Wars half of the not Galactic Conquest, the campaign, the Rise of the Empire campaign, and then there was like there's going to be a title crawl, but my knee-jerk reaction to seeing something like film-ish was copyright, and I slammed the A button. We'll see that later. You're not missing much. If you know Star Wars, you know what it's probably gonna say. But here we are going to start off. We're going to do 3 episodes today. First one is Naboo, Imperial Diplomacy. The Queen of Naboo threatens the peace of the New Order. She must be silenced. And, nope. Don't want that. And also we get a new loading screen now for the campaign. It's an Imperial design. Imperial Diplomacy, the Empire is flourishing under Emperor Palpatine, but there are still elements that resist the New Order. Chief among these is the Queen of Naboo. Rumor has it she is sheltering fugitive Jedi. It is time to bring Vader's fist down on these traitors. Oh. 501st General Naboo, Imperial Diplomacy.
The Emperor's home planet of Naboo established itself as a
also, it says, did Palpatine
actually
actually come from Naboo? I thought he had a different homeworld, but I could be wrong, because I'm not 100% sure. Because I could have sworn. I don't know. It's a possibility. But yeah, if you remember from the movies, I think Padme was a senator, but I think she was also the queen. And I think after a point, she stopped being the queen and became the senator. But anyways. Securing the perimeter. Gotcha. Also, I just realized I could have. We'll show off the new Imperial stuff in a moment. So a lot of things haven't really changed. You know, your engineer still has the shotgun. Your stormtroopers, your scout troopers, your all of that. They still have, you know, standard affair, of course, you know, with Imperial designed weapons instead of Clone Wars era. So with the Stormtrooper, you've got E11 blaster rifle and a pistol, which I think you only really see on the Scout Troopers. But this game just kind of assumes their standard issue for all Imperials. But I don't think in the movies you actually see a Stormtrooper have both a blaster rifle and a pistol. Alright, so we need to go and take care of the plaza. Honestly, the, oh gosh, that's all the way on the other side of the map. This map, hasn't really changed much, between games. It actually, I think it's the one map that has changed the least. And I say that because literally the only thing that's different is that it's set during night. Which was, I think was done kind of for the campaign. Although I'm not entirely sure because I have not been able to find any sort of like extra information about this game out there. You would think with it being as popular as it is and people being like, oh, I love the OG Battlefront games and da-da-da-da-da, you think it would be a lot easier to find all this kind of like information. And especially like, you know, stuff that you could find through data mining, like is the barricade on Kashyyyk considered a unit or not, that kind of stuff. But yeah, so you would think, but haven't really found anything. Maybe someone like in the comments will be like, hey, I found this thing, and it'd be like, oh, cool, thank you. Alright, grab this tank. Do-do-do-do. Also, they say, like, sneak by a tank. Like, do they really need to sneak in the tank? I mean, they probably, like, we don't know. It wasn't really specified as to how much firepower they brought with them to do this regime change, as they call it. Oh, did I damaged the tank and killed a rebel at the same time. Nice. Whoop, that turret needs to go. And apparently a heavy trooper was like, hey, I want to help out. Alright, please, nobody spawn. Oh, someone spawned. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What are you doing? Why did you turn around? Alright, there we go.
Excellent. Now we must destroy the auto turret.
Perfect. Destroy central grid console. Oh, okay. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Whoa, why are there so many dudes up here? Oh, gosh. Oh, good lord. Gosh, there were so many up there. Like, holy crap. Yeah, just do that. Eliminate the Jedi Royal Guard. Gotcha. Also, I don't know why, but sometimes, like, random, like, Call of Duty, like, campaign quotes will pop in my head, like, Ramirez, protect the Burger Town. From, I believe it was, oh, Modern Warfare 2, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was definitely Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 had a very interesting campaign. Modern Warfare 3 was just, it was okay. And I think we can all agree that Modern Warfare 1, out of all the Modern Warfare games, is probably the best one. I'm not sure about the reboot Modern Warfare. Oh God. You know what? Just engage at point blank. Oh, wow. That actually worked. How did that work? That shouldn't have worked. Oh my god. There is no way in a million years that should have worked, but it did. It's just like, oh, there's the queen. Rockets. She throws a grenade. It explodes and kills her. How? How? Oh, there's no way that should have worked. But it did. Oh my god. 54 kills. What does it say? Yeah, favorite weapon is the Ward rifle. Bait. Kipastar. God freaking bless. Oh my gosh. I still can't. God, the amount of things that had to go right in order for that to happen is just astronomical. Yes, Mustafa, preventative measures. The separatist threat is stirring again and lingers in orbit over Mustafa. You can buy Best Space Battle if you want, but I don't want to. Nope, that's movie. Preventive measures. Gizor Delso, a Geonosian fugitive from the Clone Wars, has reactivated a battle droid army in the Mustafar system. Feather First is in the system, but its Star Destroyer has been boarded by Delso's forces. Repel the enemy borders and take the fight to them. This is another example of a cross-generational thing where it's you have like troops from one era fighting troops of another. I'm not entirely sure if we see this in other games. I will actually, after recording this episode, I will boot up the Renegade Squadron and Elite Squadron on my PSP and see what exactly those have in terms of their Galactic Conquest, because I don't remember them as well. I still really enjoy them, but I definitely haven't put in nearly as many hours into those games as I have into this one. So we're gonna go ahead and do an Imperial Marine for this.
Sir, the droids have landed on our
The droids have landed on our vessel.
Get out there and destroy that transport.
Take this.
Necessary to clear
If you remember from all the other space battles that we've done, gunships count as command posts, both in campaign and in other modes as well. So when it other modes with space battles, I should say. So just keep that in mind, that they're not doing anything necessarily special aside from starting the map with a gunship in the hangar, which isn't something that you see in any skirmish thing at all. That's purely a campaign thing, but it's a nice little thing where it's like, hey, they've already got things on here. They've already got a landing craft. Destroy all the droids. If I recall correctly, all the units that spawn are droid Marines. You won't see any droid pilots spawn here, which makes sense. There we go. Oh, geez. Dispatching their fighters and bombers. All right. Real quick. Ow, ow. There's a dude still here. What the heck? Oh, so you can see we had barricades. That was kind of neat. Like little things to take cover behind. I do want to switch over to the pilot, because something that I didn't mention was, that's not objective. Okay, so we need to destroy enemy fighters. So I'll do this. I'll get into an interceptor. But something that I didn't mention the last time we had a space battle is pilots will actually repair ships mid-flight, which is nice. So I'm going after tri-fighters mostly, because interceptors out of all the fighters have the least amount of health. Of course, if you're on face first in an asteroid, no matter what your ship is, you are going to die. But you have different kinds of vessels. You have your standard, fighters for each era, ARC 170s and Vulture droids for the Clone Wars, TIE fighters and X-wings for the Galactic Civil War era. Your interceptors, you have Jedi starfighters and droid tri-fighters for the Clone Wars, TIE interceptors and A-wings for the Galactic Civil War. For bombers, you have the TIE bomber and the Y-wing for Galactic Civil War, and the CIS bomber and a V-wing for the Clone Wars. And then your specialty craft, which are like well, in this game it's just your is just landing craft. So in the Clone Wars, you have the LAAT gunship and the droid gunship for the Clone Wars. And then for the Galactic Civil War, the swoop in and destroy their protective shields. Oh, okay. I need a bomber for that. And in Galactic Civil War, you actually, the LAAT gunship comes in again as the troop carrier for the Rebels, because when this came out, all there was the movies, and so the game was basically off of the movies and took some creative liberties. I totally lost my train of thought. Oh no. I guess what threw me off is the fact that we're bombing the shields on this, and he even says, hey, there are shields, but you don't actually see the ripple effect of the shields unless you get really close, which is kind of odd. I never actually noticed this kind of weirdness when practicing, but here we are. Take their designed bomber and return it to the thing. Okay. Not a problem. We can do that right now. And oh, come on, land. Oh, get out. Run, 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 run. All right, CIS Strike Bomber, which is designed after General Grievous's personal ship that you see a little bit in Revenge of the Sith. It's just an interesting little thing where they look at things and go, yeah, you know what, we'll make that into
Excellent job, pilot.
the bomber for the CIS, because you don't really get a bomber design for the Separatists until the Clone Wars TV show, which comes well after this game came out. So that's something that's kind of like interesting, just kind of like the liberties they had to take, because their source material that they were using was just the movies. They weren't using any of the lore books or anything. It was like, nope, we're just using the movies because that's probably what people know. And you know, with these kind of games, you don't really have the time to explain where different units came from. 2 deaths, mostly because of my own fault running into things. But yeah, let's go ahead and get going to the next level. Man, do not want to save my progress. Mustafar, tighten up loose ends. The Geonosian, an insurrectionist, must be destroyed along with his droids and facilities. Nope, that's a movie. Tighten up loose ends. Geezer Delso has built prototypes of a new battle droid in the hopes of resurrecting the CIS army. Destroy the plans for this prototype and any reactivated battle droids in the mining facility. Needless to say, Delso must be found and terminated. Yes, wipe them out, all of them. 501st Journal, Mustafar tying up loose ends. It's kind of interesting how they extrapolated a whole map to play around in from like probably 4 whole different areas, or 3. Yeah, 4 areas from the movies where, you know, you have the mining outcrops, the landing platform, meeting room, and sort of like a communications room. And all that. It's very interesting how they managed to get this whole map just out of like 4 rooms. Alright, so we need to take control of the observatory room, and this is not the way to go, because that door is sealed, so we actually have to go the other way. Don't get in the lava, it'll kill you. The ground is lava. And then also, if you see heat vents, don't do what I do or what I did, and just jump straight into them, because you will have a bad time. There we go. And oh, Magna Guard. I say it like they're dangerous. They're not really dangerous because the AI doesn't know how to use them properly. When it comes to AI and probe droids, they don't necessarily know how to use them properly. Like there. I think because it counts as like a secondary, the AI just goes, oh, I should use the secondary, and then doesn't leave the probe droid, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, it's whatever. Okay, so that objective complete. Proceed towards the bridge and take the walkway. All right. Also, be careful. There are some snipers up here. Throw a grenade up there. Maybe, hopefully, disperse them a little bit. There we go. That got one of them. What's kind of interesting about this map, you can actually force a couple of choke points, or I think maybe just one choke point you can really force. And you do that by destroying the bridge controls over there. which if you're going to do it in like Galactic Conquest or anything, you got to be quick about it. Otherwise, your allies will get on the bridge and they will die. So now we need to go to the collection base. I think I said outcropping, which actually is like a thing. It applies to rocks, not manufactured structures or whatever. This area is kind of interesting because it has 2 command posts stacked on top of each other. In other modes. So in this one you have a just 1 command post for this area, but in other places that this map is found in other game modes, there's a command post up there and then down below. Oh gosh, Magna Guard. Oh man, these droids, they're everywhere. There's a auto turret below us. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Destroy the droid prototype schematics. You know, it talks about there being some prototype droids, but they don't actually show them. All you see is your standard droid affair. You know, your super battle droids and all that. Also, these windows do open from the other side, which is kind of interesting. I don't think you can get through them. No, but you can shoot through them, which is really cool. Oddly enough, I'm not entirely sure if droidicas are used in this map. I haven't seen any, and you know you would have at least seen one by now. Which actually, something quite interesting that I found the other day while trying to look up, like before I made my outline for this game, or for this Let's Play, I was trying to see if anyone had like counted up all the maps or whatever, and eventually I did find a, well, maps for Galactic Conquest, but I did find someone who made like a set of house rules for playing Galactic Conquest with another person. Oh, hi Droidica. Hey, nice of you to finally show up. And it was really interesting stuff. Like, one of the things as a house rule is that only the AI is allowed to use droidicas, because going up against one that's like controlled by the AI is fairly easy, but going up against like a skilled player is actually quite difficult. So that was something that's like, you know, sort of banned. I didn't read the whole thing, but I think another house rule is like the ban of award weapons. So you would want, oh, I need to go up. I did this in practice too. I went to the first floor instead of like staying up here. But I think another one of the house rules, which I would have as a house rule, is no award weapons. You would just make a brand new profile. Like if you get it unlocked through normal means, that's fine. But you can't clear the antenna array. All right. But you also you shouldn't hold on to any award weapons that you have permission to kill anything that moves, but please specifically kill this one person. Gizo Delso, you know, counts as a hero and has quite a bit of health, but it's just, heroes are no match for the award rifle, and this is why it's banned. And those 2 Geonosians and that battle droid. Alright, I think that's everything. Hey! And of course, I have my audio low, so I'm just talking over everything. Because why not?
The destruction of the mining facility put an end to any thoughts of a rebellion.
Also, what a shot of just like orbital bombardment happening. Orbital bombardments as a thing to do kind of was the thing in the first one, but not really. I guess technically it would be. But it wouldn't really see major use until, as like a mainstay item, until elite squadron. Let's see. Favorite weapon: award rifle. Got gunslinger, endurance, war hero, frenzy, and guardian. I was public enemy and deadeye. Neat. And we're loading. This is kind of like an interesting loading screen. Just like on a design standpoint. Don't want to save my progress. I would like to save to that. Camino. Changing the guard. Will be something that we go over in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Next time on Let's Play Star Wars Battlefront 2, the one that came out in 2005, we will be doing this level. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.